What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. So, in the last episode, we did a little bit of Commsphere action. Also, if you remember, I was making the attempt, and that was that big making the attempt of getting the Machina Panzer. And so I had to do a little bit of finagling. So ignore this guy. I had to empty a spot where all my pods would be to get a extra, another large pod. So every time I would go through and try to catch the Machina Panzer, or Panzer in a sense, I would always get the freaking Malbro. And I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. It took me almost like 45 minutes to even get them. So finally, I had to go and I did some Fiend Arena, which we're going to go back and go do a little bit of here, just to get me an extra large pod. So that's why I have these two extra. So just kind of ignore them for right now. But we do have the Machina Panzer, or Panzer in a sense. So now what we are going to go ahead and do, we'll go back into the Fiend Arena, because we are going to be doing some more Commsphere action, but we're going to break it up just a little bit with the Cup series. So as you see, I have currently both the Standard Cup, Standard Cup Hard, and Grand Cup, and I believe, in a sense, you have to win like a certain amount of rounds or a certain number of tournaments to unlock the next cup. So definitely, if you haven't done so already like I have, do at least 3 for sure standard cups, and that should unlock the standard hard. And then mine says I've only won 1 tournament to unlock grand, but it could be different for your game. But we're going to go ahead and go back into Hard Cup. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Yay! Ooh, I like pie. Alright, so we got Pod Trap M, don't need it. Alright, so our next one that we get to fight is No Apologies. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. These fillers. Whoops. Oh well, that should have been thunder, but
where there's smoke,
there's fire. Oh, you fuddy-duddies. All right. All right, S-Trap, don't need it. All right, and we get to fight the Lizard Squad. Oop. Greater Drake Oversoul. Fantastic. Let's do Blizzaga. Let's do him. There we go.
All right.
Alrighty. I think there's a way we can check our Oversoul. Oh yes, go ahead and get the L trap, or the large trap, and we got a tarot card accessory. Let's go check that out here in just a second. Okay. I think there's somewhere. Okay, creature blood. Nope. Yep. There is a place where we can look at this. As soon as I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Just randomly. Actually, let's go into items. Or is it equipment? Equipped. Tarot card raises magic by 20%. So, and then quick on abilities. Let's take a look. Yuna is close to learning Thundaga, and then Waterga. Let's see, Riku. Almost on Psychic Guard, and then we'll learn our last one. And Pain is learning Mega Phoenix, so moving along quite nicely. Okie dokie, so let's go ahead and get into said Commspheres. Okay, so for this portion, I am going to cut commentary. We're only going to be watching certain ones that's going to count towards percentage. Now, if you're not too worried about percentage and you're just kind of like following along as far as this is concerned, you can skip. I think it's like 2 or 3 episodes. But for completion's sake, we got to watch certain ones. So we are going to go ahead and do that. So I will see you guys at the end of this episode as soon as we are done watching everything we need to do.
good time?
Yeah! I mean, no, not yet. It's just that I can't sit still, you know?
Waka, you have to calm down.
You're the 8th person to say that, young. Ah!
You playing Blitz this year?
With all the fiends showing up and groups fighting, things are really a mess, yeah?
So we got to thinking, what can we do to make the world a better place?
Nothing brings people together like Blitz.
Right, good luck.
How about a little warning next time?
Take my eyes off you for 1 minute and you're playing ball.
Sorry!
How are things at the temple?
The fiends have stopped coming. But without Baralai, everyone is uneasy. Forget about us, though. What about Gilliga Port? Is the Youth League protecting the town?
The Youth League's a mess now, too, without their leader.
Oh, no. And here I am, boarded up in a temple. I can't take it! Donna!
Such wanton and vocal destruction.
You know, there were some Ronso children here the other day. Apparently, they came looking for a way to fix a broken horn. I don't think they had any luck, though.
I see.
But to come so far looking for a way to recover something that was lost, I suppose I could learn from that. You can never get back what you've lost, so just learn to accept it. That's what they tell me. But even so, it's hard to just smile and walk away.
From Bartello?
What about him? What has he got to do with anything? Of course, if he said he wanted to come back, I certainly wouldn't stop him.
The conflict between New Yevon and the Youth League continues to rock Spira. What's your take on the situation?
I think it's about time the people in charge stop fooling around and get their acts together. They need to tell the rest of us what they have planned for Spira's future.
What was that?
We're picking up stray spear waves.
Anything you'd like to tell our viewers?
If the Youth League and New Yevon want to fight, that's their business. I just wish they'd do it somewhere else so the rest of us can live in peace.
Anything you'd like to say to Spira?
Well, I don't know much about no New Yevon or Youth League politicking. But I figure once blitzball season starts up, everything will be just fine.
Direct kina kad ik linivo, bit fena runtek draven drana. Luinka fina funia gippel et sitchik. Pifatu tatu tank kuda drek tuka. Verdrege gwinof. Drie dik draal bidef jo.
All right. So, Man, those Commspheres can get quite boring. But we got to do it for completion's sake. Luckily enough, we only have to watch a certain amount of them to get the percentage, so it's not like we have to do like a whole bunch of them. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and save it here for today. And we will pick back up tomorrow with more Commsphere action. So thank you everybody for joining me on this playthrough of Final Fantasy X-2. If you like what you see, please make sure you consider hitting that like button and leave a comment down below. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does support me, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Laters!